Welcome to this episode of Beth's Best. Today we are going to check out a tower studio at Disney's Riviera Resort. Let's do this.
Your home for Disney room tours, guides, and reviews. Hit subscribe and the bell.
We are at Disney's Riviera Resort to check out a tower studio, arguably one of the most interesting and unique studios here on Walt Disney World property. These tower studios are absolutely tiny at only 220 square feet. They're unique in that they only sleep up to 2 guests. Now, it's funny because they're on the end of the building, the way that the building is laid out here. So it's kind of like a U, and these tower studios are on the ends of that U. So the view that you're going to have from a tower studio is going to be really dependent on your location. Some of them have views of the parking lot, some of them have views of the gardens and landscaping, some of them have views of the lagoon. So you're really kind of a mixed bag when it comes to the view in the studio. But the reason that people book them isn't for the view. The reason that people book them is because they are a really good deal on points. So they start at only 12 DVC points per night if you can get it. They're very hard to get if you are not an owner here at Disney's Riviera Resort. And one of the other things that's really interesting about them, which you will see when we kick off the tour, is that they only, as I mentioned, sleep up to 2 guests. So you don't have a dedicated bed. You've got just a drop-down Murphy bed, and you don't have the full kitchen. The bathroom's gorgeous though, and you've still got a balcony. So for guests who are only here for maybe a weekend or a long weekend, or an adult couple who is just looking to mostly spend their time at the parks, the tower studio could be a really good option. Okay, so that's enough information about the studio. Let's start the tour, and then I want to talk about Disney's Riviera Resort and just give you an overview about the resort and the amenities here.
Welcome to the tiny tower studio. I love the Peter Pan and the drop down. For whatever reason, the bed in this room was broken, so it wouldn't fold up, but that's normally a couch during the day. No kitchenette, just this little shelving area with a microwave and a super tiny little mini fridge, a couple of drawers for storage, but there's more storage in the bathroom. On this side, you've got your coffee maker and again, some more open shelving. This living space does have its own little balcony access, which you will see in a couple of minutes. 55-inch TV like we've seen in the rest of the property. The bathroom is massive. It's almost the same size as the living space in this room. That's more counter space than in the deluxe studio, which I'll link above and below for you to check out after this. Massive walk-in shower, love that. Don't know why they designed it that way, but I'm not complaining. And again, a huge closet, perfect for roller bags. You're probably not going to be in this room for a whole week, but for a long weekend, for a couple, plenty of storage space in that closet. This is a first floor unit looking over the parking lot area, so probably the worst view that's available.
Disney's Riviera Resort is really a unique property. It is themed to capture the grandeur of Europe. That's direct from Disney's website, not something that I've said, but that does really highlight the theme here. It's very old school Mediterranean, so you've got a variety of touches here. They went really high end with the rooms. All of the finishes, like I mentioned before, with the real marble tile around the showers and the backsplashes. That's not something that you see at all of the resorts, and the reason for that is that they were trying to compensate a little bit for the location. So as far as DVC resorts are concerned, this is on the Skyliner, which is amazing, but you are right next to Disney's Caribbean Beach Resort. And so there were some members that were kind of concerned about how deluxe this resort was going to feel. And one of the ways that they compensated it, like I said, is that they went really high end with the room finishes. Interestingly, this resort has a variety of room categories. You've got tower studios, deluxe studios with both standard and preferred views. You've got 1 bedrooms with both view categories, 2 bedroom dedicated, 2 bedroom lock off. You've got 3 bedroom grand villas. So there's really a ton of different choices here at the Riviera. Now, as far as amenities go, the biggest one is going to be that Skyliner location. One of the great things is because we are so close to Epcot, you don't even have to transfer on the Skyliner. If you're coming from, Pop Century or farther out, you do need to make a transfer versus Riviera has its own station, and you can just get directly on a Skyliner to either Hollywood Studios or Epcot. So that's definitely a value add. We Skylinered back and forth a couple of times so far in our stay, and it's like maybe 15 minutes. I mean, it's really very easy, very quick, super convenient. I do want to point out that the Skyliner does go down for maintenance. So it's usually closed for about a week a year in January. Of course, there are smaller maintenance periods throughout the year. And if there's bad weather, so if it's too windy, if it's too stormy, if there's lightning, anything like that, then the Skyliner is going to close, and instead you will have bus transportation to Hollywood Studios and Epcot. As far as transportation to Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom go, you're going to be busing either way. That's the only way to get there from here. But that Skyliner location, when it works, is really, really nice. Now, one of the other great things about Riviera is that the food and beverage program here is top notch. So let's see if I can remember all of the dining venues. So we've got Le Petit's Cafe, which is a cute little coffee spot down off of the lobby where they've got obviously coffees and teas, and you've got pastries, things like that. That's really lovely, great grab and go spot. As far as quick service, you've got Prima Piatta, which is down on level 1, and that is your quick service. So you're gonna have really kind of Mediterranean inspired quick service options, very well reviewed. People really like it. It is one of the more favored quick service locations here on property right now. And actually the pool bar, Bar Riva, is getting some incredible love from reviewers and locals and DVC members alike. Apparently it's like the best pool bar here on property right now, with both great cocktail options. They have a great mocktail menu and a limited menu of food, but what they do have is supposed to be really, really good. Now, you've also got Topolino. I mean, how could we not talk about Topolino? That Topolino breakfast with the characters. You've got Mickey, Minnie, Daisy, and Donald, and they are all art themed in their special costumes. It is really, really special. The food is easily the best food out of any character meal that you're gonna have here on property right now. So it is the hardest reservation to get right now, next to Space 220. Out of any dining venue, Topolino's character breakfast is the hardest to get, if you can believe it, and I totally understand why. Topolino's for dinner is just a signature restaurant, so there's no characters at dinner, but it's a very high-end Italian food, so very excited to check that out. They also have a lounge observation deck area up at Topolino's as well, if you just want to pop up there for a cocktail, maybe watch the fireworks at Epcot. Totally up to you. Now, for other amenities, you've also got a little store off of the lobby, which of course sells, it's both your mercantile store, which has like some DVC essentials, like all of the DVC resorts, many of you will know, have the option to buy like milk and bottled water and things like that. And then you've also got a lot of specific branded Riviera merchandise that they sell here at this resort as well. There isn't a community hall, so to speak, but there is what I'll call an activity center down on the first floor as well, where they have all of those traditional kind of tie-dye shirts and spin art and all that kind of stuff that you normally see at a community hall. They're outside, they have tons of little lawn games, so like bocce ball and outdoor lawn chess and all that kind of fun stuff. It's great to see all the families enjoying those. You've also got 3 pools here at Riviera. You've got a main feature pool with a slide and a hot tub. You've got a kids play area, which is really fun. It's Fantasia themed, which I really love. And then you've got a quiet pool as well. All of the pools are obviously on the inside of the hotel U, and so they're looking out over onto the water and towards Caribbean Beach. So really, really nice views and really, really nice amenities here at Riviera. I get why so many people really enjoy it. Now, I want to know, have you stayed at Riviera? Have you not? If you have, what did you think? If you haven't, is it on your list? Do you have any questions? If you do, definitely type them in the comment box below. I'd be happy to answer them for you. Here at Beth's Best, we specialize in DVC or Disney Vacation Club and Disney Deluxe room tours. So if that's something that's interesting to you, definitely hit the like button, hit the subscribe button to follow along on my next adventure. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again real soon. Bye-bye.